Welcome to my channel. So today I decided to do a I think I'm gonna call it pink lemonade. I did this look using the Box of Crayons palette. I use this NYX palette, Love You So Mochi. This bomb. Like, this is so bomb. Of course this is bomb, but I underestimated them. They are bomb and so soft. And I also use the Watch Me Blush palette, but I just use one color out of here. So if you would like to know how I achieved this look, please keep watching and do not forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell, thumbs up my video, give me feedback, give me ideas, constructive criticism. But yeah, that's it. So if you want to see how I got this look, just stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so I'm starting off with Urban Decay's primer potion, and I'm just priming my eyes. I set that primer with Maybelline's translucent powder, and I'm just patting that in with the Real Techniques diamond sponge. And that's just to make your eyeshadows go on smooth. Okay, so first I'm starting with yellow from Box of Crayons, and I am using that as a transition color, and I am blending, and I'm also building the color because it is yellow and I really wanted it to show, and I think that it showed really good. Like, I was, you know how you get a palette and you just expect that some colors are not gonna be as bomb as the other colors? Well, that's what I thought of the yellow, and I'm so happy. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? And it's just basic yellow. So now I'm gonna go into the pink with my E40 brush, and the other brush I was using was a Wet n Wild brush, a fluffy blending brush, and this is the E40 brush, and I'm going into my crease with pink, and I am blending that in, and I'm going to blend until I just, until it looks good enough, until I'm satisfied that it has enough color. So you can build your colors. If it's not as intense as you want it, pack some more on. Don't pack it on like it's butter, where you can scrape it off, but you feel me. So, and I'm still doing the same, just building up the color in my crease because I don't want to lose any of these colors. Let's see, where am I going here? Just blending that eye to make it even, in uniform with the other eye. Okay, so here I attempted to use my eyeshadow primer as a base for my halo eye for the center, and that was a mistake. Don't do that, because all it did was just like pick up the makeup. Like, it's not for that. So I usually use a concealer. So that's actually what I'm gonna go for now. So the crayon case has a eyeshadow, a concealer palette, and that's what I'm using. That's the concealer that I'm using for the base for my halo eye. I also did my eyebrows with Crayon Case's eyebrow gel, and just looking to make sure it's all even. So I just smoothed it out with my sponge, and I'm going to set that with a with the translucent powder as well. Okay, so I went into the yellow in the Mochi palette. And let me just tell y'all what these are. They are electric pastels. And they are delicious, y'all. I mean, they are so fluffy and just smooth. Like, I was hitting it. But y'all, honestly, I was really proud of this eye look because this is the best halo eye that I've ever done. Like, real talk. And I'm not, you know, somebody might be saying, well, it's ugly. But for me, I am so happy. I am so proud. So now I'm going into that electric, I think it's more like a fuchsia because it's a really dark pink. There's 3 pinks in this palette. A light pink, like a regular type of pink, and then that deep dark pink. Okay, so I took that and I put it on each side of the yellow because what you want to do is make it as seamless as possible. You don't want there to be a line where the yellow starts and where the pink would start, or whatever colors you would be using. You want to make it blend. You want it to look as though they just mesh together. And so that's basically what I'm doing here. And then with it being a halo eye, you're going to do it on both sides of that yellow. So now I'm going into the red from Box of Crayons. And I'm using the red just really to deepen my crease and look more pink, more dark pink. Like I don't want it to be red. I'm mixing it in to give it some more depth. Okay, so then I picked up the Watch Me Blush palette, and I picked up berries from that palette, and for the same reason, like I mixed that with the red just to deepen that crease, but for it to still have the pink look to it. Like I just wanted to make the pink as intense as possible. Okay, and then I always like to have a mirror like a little bit of a distance away so that you can look up and make sure everything is looking even, because sometimes when it's too close, like you can't see it as good. And I'm doing the same. I'm still deepening the crease, just making those colors look as vibrant as possible and making sure that I don't lose that pink. So I'm taking that same fluffy brush with the yellow just to blend out those edges, because again, you just want your makeup to blend and not have seams that are obvious. And my son always tries to make a cameo appearance. It's my big boy. Okay, so I decided to use white. Oh, no, just kidding. So I'm using a very light concealer from NYX. And I'm using a very light concealer because I like it to be bright underneath my eyes. And you really don't have to put that much. Like, you really can put less than what I put. And I'm just going to blend that out and also clean up the edges of my makeup. So you could make it really sharp, or you could take it up, you know, as high as you want it. And I really like that technique. Just, it's easy. And I'm just blending, and sometimes I do use my fingers because they just get in places that you know, the brush doesn't get. And I'm highlighting my Cupid's bow. So again, you don't want your contour and your highlight to be obvious. So you don't want lines. So I always go over it with my sponge and just to blend out those lines. I just feel like makeup is all about blending, blending, blending. And if you blend, you know, you'll have a smooth finish. So that's why I do that. Okay, so I'm using HD's, not HD's, NYX's HD translucent powder to set my makeup just a little bit, and I don't leave it underneath my eyes for very long, but it doesn't dry my eyes out, and my eyes be cracking. So I no longer, like most everybody is realizing, baking is, you know, a little bit overrated. For some people with very oily skin probably still need to do that, but I just don't. So this is a e.l.f. Eyeliner marker, and I'm gonna use this, and then I also am going to use a NYX's matte black liquid liner, because and the reason why I use two is just because with that marker I have more control and I can draw the shape that I want, and then I basically take the other eyeliner and fill it in. You didn't see me do it on camera, but I did it. I lined my eye and then I filled it in with the NYX. So I'm taking those same colors that I put on my lid and I'm putting them on my lower lash line. And to me, it just finishes off the eye look. It just brings everything all together. You know, it's like a little belt. It's just really nice. And I was really pleased with using the white because it really made this look pop to me. And I highlighted my inner tear duct with the light pink that is in the Mochi palette from NYX. And that's what I'm doing there, just highlighting that. And it's not picking up the way it picked up in person, but it was so pretty. Like this look, you know, I call it pink lemonade, but it reminds me of some kind of candy from my childhood. I don't know if it was bubble gum that they had mixed together or something. I cannot remember. And this is where I'm using the e.l.f. Eyeliner marker to make my wing, and then I'll fill it in. But you won't see that on camera. And then I have one of my eyes is hooded, so I have to do both eyes a little bit different. So I was trying to stay safe and just do a thin line so it didn't take up too much time. And I'm just, you know, bringing that all the way in. Okay, so now I'm using Maybelline's Big Shot Mascara. It's a collab with Makeup Shayla and Maybelline to do my mascara before I apply my lashes. Now, I do go and apply lashes, but the lashes that I apply are lashes that I've cut in half. I've cut them in half so that I could just stick them on the outside of my eye. And if you have issues putting on lashes, or if lashes bother you, that's a really easy way to apply your lashes and not have to worry about it. Oh, and my palette is multi-purpose because I went in there and got the pink and used it for a blush. I sure did. That's another thing about me. Like, I like to get the most that I can out of anything that I purchase. So I try to find different ways to use it. So this is a NYX, it's like a nude lip liner. And I was lining my lips, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I went and got a NYC lip gloss, and then my multi-purposing self went into the Mochi palette, and I put some of that pink, that dark pink, into the lip gloss and mixed that in, and your girl got herself a little lip look. I tried to highlight with the palette also, but that's when I was doing too much. So it wasn't really that good as a highlighter, so I went ahead and got my my MAC mineralized skin finish and used that as a highlighter. And so that is basically it. I just want to thank you guys for watching the video. Again, do not forget to subscribe and comment down below if you have any ideas on anything else that you would like to see. And I also, at the end, I just show you the look in different lighting. But anyway, thank y'all so much. I'll see you next time.